Welcome to another edition of Anatomy of a Goal. I'm Greg Lalas, editor-in-chief of MLSsoccer.com. What are a forward's defensive responsibilities? We'll try to answer that question, at least in part, in this episode of the AOG, when we look at Jeremy Hall's goal for Toronto FC in a 1-1 draw with the Houston Dynamo on Saturday, April 20th, 2013. Let's wind it back and break it down. What we're getting at in this episode is a little more basic than in other shows. Basically, we're talking about winning your individual battles, particularly for forwards when they're playing defense. This play develops in the Houston area. Toronto are attacking in waves, and the Dynamo defenders are desperately thwarting every attack. We'll set things in motion when Ricardo Clark stretches to clear the ball. Now that high looping ball that has no real direction, no real purpose other than to relieve pressure, is kind of like the conch in Lord of the Flies. Whoever gets possession next will be in the ascendancy. If Houston get it, they're well positioned to race out on the counterattack and to give their besieged defense a breather. But if Toronto get it, they're revved up to go to goal again. This is why Houston forward Giles Barnes is, for me, the most crucial player in this entire action. Watch. When the ball pops out, Barnes is roughly neck and neck with Hall. But Hall reacts first, giving himself a half step on Barnes. Then, as Barnes tries to recover, look at Hall shrug off the challenge so easily and assume control of the situation. I imagine Houston coach Dominic Kinnear wants to rip off his toque and stomp on it, while TFC's Ryan Nelson probably wants to rip off his shirt and flex. Because once possession is regained by Toronto, they're coming on strong again. Hall, obviously, is aided by some lax defending from Luis Camargo. Ugh. But forget about that. Hall deserves a ton of credit for winning the individual battle with Barnes and pouncing to take advantage of a Houston defense that is on the back foot, a little tired, and unprepared to repel another surge. One that ends up in the back of the net. Well, that's it for this episode of Anatomy of a Goal. Join me again next time. We'll wind it back and break it down.